Oh, we about to get to it. We're about to get to it. Look, what's going on? Hey, uh, welcome to Incorrectly Correct, another episode, another week. And you know how we do it, man. We just jump right into it. I know y'all heard that, man. Y'all peep the vibes, man. Look, let's go there, man. I've been one of these type of guys, man. But I'm not one of the ones who just cram it in people's faces all the time. But I am one of them ones, man. Those guys who believe like it's some shit going on. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's some stuff going on, man. And you know, we hear it all the time. It's called conspiracy theories or a theorist. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, let's just go with what the word means. Start with the root, right? Conspiracy means to conspire, right? A secret plan by a group to do something unlawful or harmful, or the action of plotting. All right, that's what it is. And the theory, when you add that to it, it's a belief, right? That there's some influential or controlling organization or group higher up, right? That's like secretly quotation marks, like they're responsible for like a bunch of notable events or phenomenons, right? We all know what that is, man. And the question is why? Like why are a lot of us, me and my peeps, why are we like this? Why do we have these thoughts? And there's a lot of reasons, man, to be honest. I mean, it because we really don't know, right? That's just the main thing, really. We're not too sure. We don't know. Like the brain, the human brain sometimes it hates randomness, right? A lot of us humans, we're wired. We're wired. We learn to look for patterns and causes. Like when something big or shocking happens, for somebody to be like, "Yeah, that just happened." Like we can't accept that, man. That's not satisfying to us. We're like, nah, why did that happen though? It ain't just happened, right? Coincidences aren't real. So you can't just tell me, oh yeah, that's how it happened. Nah. No. Right? Cause let's just say like a random event happened, something catastrophic happened, and it happened random. The brain is like uncomfortable with that. But what the brain will accept is a hidden plan. Like, yeah, that feels explainable. They are hiding something. And to be honest with a lot of us, we don't even know who they are. We have a idea, but we don't really know. You know what I'm saying? I think another reason why we're the way we are, us conspiracy theorists. If y'all out there, what up? Yes, yeah, if y'all out there, man, put something in the comment. Let me know that y'all one of them. Let me know y'all one of my sisters or brothers out there. But honestly, man, we have this desire to be in control of our thoughts, right? Of uncertain situations. We don't like it. You know what I mean? Like, let's say we feel powerless politically, financially, socially. It's just like we feel powerless. So that we're going to come up with some theories, so we can get a sense of control of our random yet scary thoughts, right? It gets tricky, man. When there's an unknown, it gets tricky. Your mind can just do all kind of crazy stuff. You know what I mean? We like, man, somebody pulling strings out here. You know what I'm saying? Like that feels so much better than saying no one is in control and just things are chaotic. Like we can't just accept that. It got to be something there. Like we can't go with that. That's like some of the biggest reasons why we are considered conspiracy theorists. That's just we can't just accept that, man. Right? Like another one. Here's another one. You know how we have this distrust, like we don't really trust institutions. You know what I'm saying? The justice system, the police, right? Hospitals. You know what I mean? It's just we just ain't banks. We ain't going for it. All of y'all are up to something. y'all want to cause some type of harm to us. Something unlawful, unethical. We know y'all got something brewing. That's the way our minds think. And I'm gonna be honest, this ain't a reason, but this plays a big part. Like the internet, man, that thing amplifies everything. Everything. Like it's a sickness. We are always in our phone and we'll see something and we be like, see, I always knew it. But a lot of times, as I'm saying this, okay, however, a lot of times as we're saying these things or we're thinking these things, and the more it happens unsolicited, let's just say that, because a lot of us aren't looking for stuff to be like, that's a conspiracy. That's a lot of us, we just going about our daily lives, but we'll see some shit and we'll just be like, yep, I've been saying this for a minute. You know, I'm going to give y'all the very first time that I was like, hey, nah. I told this story a few times. I don't care. This was the opening door, if you will. This is the omen, if you will, to me becoming suspicious of things. And man, I look, one day, this is one night, man. This was a while back, and I want to say this was probably 99. It's like the beginning of 99. If I'm not like the beginning of 99. Yeah, me and one of my good buddies, man, we was young. And we was at my sister's house. You know what I mean? And then it's just like, all right, man, we about to head out and we about to head back to his crib. No, we was heading to his auntie's crib. And so we walking, man, and we walking down the street. And as we're walking down the street, we're noticing like a weird feeling. I'm not even gonna lie, like it was some weird stuff going on, because it seemed like every single dog that was in the yard or front, wherever, like all the dogs in that neighborhood, on that road, that avenue that we was walking, that street we was walking, it was crazy. Like they're howling, they're not barking, they howling. And we like, man, what's up with these damn dogs, man? What they see or what they know, what they hear, what they smell. This is strange, because we done walk this path. We done walk this walk plenty of times. A lot. Right? And so this was different. Like, what's going on with these damn dogs? Why they howling? They not barking. You know what I mean? We like, hey, yo. So it's not stopping us from walking. We still doing our thing, but it's just like, it was strange. Then we start hearing the cats right? And they're doing that I don't know how to I don't know what it's called, but it's that long, eerie meow that you hear in like horror movies and stuff. They're doing that. And I'm like, hey, the dogs and now the cats, what the fuck is going on? It was seem like we walking in we're in a horror movie, man. I'm not gonna lie. It was too eerie. It was too creepy. So now we're walking. The name of this street is I think it's what was it, 135th, 136. It was one of them. One of them. Off of Cornbloom. We in Hawthorne, California. And we're approaching Crenshaw, right? Right off of Crenshaw and Rosecrans. So we're approaching Crenshaw as we're walking. And like I said, I've told this story a few times, but every time it sounds crazy because it's the truth. And we see something in the street. It's laying down, right? It ain't like it's moving, but we see something in the street. What the hell is that? And mind you, let me give y'all a time. I'm sorry, I forgot to do that. This wasn't like 11 at night or something. It was like 2 in the morning. It's like 2 something in the morning, and like what the hell is that? Because it's big enough to see from a distance. We're probably like 50, 60 something yards away from it. What the hell is that? It's that big, it's that noticeable. And so the closer we're getting to it, the more we're kind of realizing like that's not a dog. That motherfucker's huge. That's not a dog. And we're still like, hey, hey. And we're close enough now. We're probably like, I don't know, man. Maybe at this point, when we realize what we're looking at, we're probably like down to like 60 feet. Like we were right there. We see it. And we're just like, nigga, is that a lion? Because it was huge. It had the mane around his neck and it's laying on its side, but its face is not facing us. It's facing away from us. So we're seeing the back of this animal or this whatever. It was a lion. I'm sticking to it. My friend, if you was to ask him, you know what I'm saying, he'll say the same thing. Or I don't know. And I wasn't a smoker. I ain't smoked. So no, I don't want to hear nobody say, well, you was high. Like, nah, I ain't smoked. So I'm sitting here like, hey, bro, what the fuck is that? And we're getting closer to it. And we're like, there's no denying it. Like, that's a fucking lion, bruh. And it's laying, like I said, it's laying on its side like it like Mufasa, nigga. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't talking about like just like it looked like how Mufasa was laying down when Simba found him. When he got like, you know what I'm saying, caught in that stampede. That's how he was lying, like on his side like that. And you see the tail with the bush hair at the end, like, oh, that shit's confirmed. That's a fucking lion. And as we're going crazy to ourselves, we ain't loud about it because we don't even know if this motherfucker is just asleep. We don't know what to say. It's 2 in the morning and there's a lion on Crenshaw, bro. Like, what we supposed to do with this info? We don't know what to do with this info, but as we're saying this shit to each other, bruh, a garbage truck comes out of nowhere. I can't make this shit. A garbage truck comes out of nowhere, scoop the motherfucker up, and just dumps it in the back. You know how they do with the trash cans? How they pick up the trash cans and then they shake it. You know, it's a dump thing, but you seen it. That's how they did that line, that loud ass thud, like boom, and just drove the fuck off. Like nobody got out the truck. They just pulled up. And it's like, why the fuck Waste Management out here at 2 in the fucking morning on Crenshaw and Rosecrans. Nah, no, that's not normal. Cause we're always walking this motherfucking street. All right. At that time, bro, we walked all through, man. Come on, man. We've never seen nothing like this. So we was tripping. Of course, we tell people they think we bugging, but we know what we saw. And that was when the door opened for me to be like, nah, some shit going on. Some shit going on. And this is how I'm a further go with this one right here. Check, because I want y'all to hear this. There's a song, right? And I like that I reference everything with music because more people can understand it, right? So, there's a song by Nas on his Untitled album, right? And I'm gonna read you some lyrics here. And the name of the song is, We're Not Alone. Imagine that. um, Imagine that. We're not alone, right? So here's a line that he says. I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm gonna tell you what I seen with my three eyes. Word to me, not a hoax, back in 99. A spacecraft, a spacecraft in the skyline in LA in daytime. Ask Horse if I'm lying. I hear these lyrics for the first time, and it took me a minute. It didn't automatically. But I hear these lyrics, and I'm like, nah. That was around the time we saw that damn line in 99. And we ain't lying. I'm just having fun, y'all. But I heard that. And it took me like a couple of more listens to that album. And I just like, wait. Nah. He's seen something with his third eye, like some weird shit going on in LA in 1999. Now he's talking the spacecraft that he's seen. And he was like, ask this guy if I'm lying. Some dude that he know, obviously, right? Like, ask him if I'm lying, because maybe he's seen it too. I'm like, what the fuck is up with 99 in LA? Because that's when me and the homies saw the fucking line. So that conspiracy thing, let me tell you something, man. I don't believe in coincidences. I just don't. I don't. These things that happen is like, no, it was a design reason. You may not know that reason. We're not maybe supposed to know these reasons, but no, and no such thing as coincidences. So imagine me hearing those lyrics, because those lyrics came out in like, well, '08 when that album came out, right? That was like '08 when that album came out. So just imagine damn near 10 years later, you hear that and you like, I effing knew it. I effing knew it. Something's going on. That's all I'm saying, man. Right? So that was the opener for me. Like, ooh, yeah. Yes. It's some stuff going on out here, boy. They can't pull nothing over my eyes. They just will not be able to do that. I'm not going for it. We're not dumb. I'm laughing because I know a lot of people was gonna hear this and be like, hey, bro, you tripping. But I don't want to just that's that brain hates randomness, right? Like that just happened. Like, nah, I ain't satisfied with that. Don't you just tell me that. No, knock it off, man. So here's more reason why we think the way we think as conspiracy theorists. Cognitive biases, right? Our thinking has a built-in biasness that it makes conspiracy theories easier to believe. You know what I mean? Like confirmation bias. Like we accept info that supports what we already think, right? I.e., when we see stuff online and we be like, see, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Proportionality bias, right? Like we assume big events must have big causes. Agency detection. Like we assume someone is behind everything. That's how the conspiracy theorist mind work. And as I'm saying this, I know it sounds silly, but it sounds silly as I'm saying it. However, I ain't no laughing matter with me, man. Right? Because I'm telling you, things was introduced to me, and I'm like, hey, hold on now, what's that? You know what I'm saying? We like, what was that? Why was that? You can't tell me why. Then something is up. So I'm gonna do this, man. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give y'all. I'm gonna give y'all my 5 conspiracy theories. Right? I'm gonna tell you why. Of course, I'm just not gonna throw them out. Number one, all right, and there's some people that's with me on this, and that's another thing about us conspiracy theorists. We don't like to be alone in our thoughts. Tupac is still alive, people. I'm sorry, and I know there's some people like, man, let that man rest in peace. Stop talking about his name and that. Hey, he's still here. Okay, I ain't trying to hear nobody combat me on this one. The man is still alive. There's just been so many strange things around his death that like kind of don't make sense, man. You know what I'm saying? Kind of just like, hey, what was that? Why was that? What's going on here? Right? Um, so I'm not going off nothing that's real facts because this is my conspiracy theory. But I said that word, but sorry. However, hear me out. Because I'm going off of memory, and when he got shot in Vegas, I think it was like a couple days later he was pronounced dead. Um, so the fact that he didn't die instantly, and there was so much like only a certain amount of people could be in there, only a certain amount of people can be there. You feel what I'm saying? It's like you got all kinds of room to do these certain things and make these things happen and then pull the wool over our eyes, right? Um, let's talk about where he went. All right. And we're gonna do this, man. Let's talk about where he went in Vegas when he got shot. All right. So we know it was Koval and Flamingo. Right? Koval and Flamingo over there by the Caesars where Pac got killed. Shot, let's say that, where he got shot. And for a good, for a couple years, man, I lived in Vegas. Right? So I'm familiar with the area. Um I'm familiar with the area. And he went to UMC of Southern Nevada, right? Now, Where is that? Well, let's drop that. That is right there off of Shadow Lane, right? That's just the general consensus, right? Like Wellness Way and Shadow Lane, right? That's where he got shot. Okay, I mean that's where that's off of Charleston and like one of the biggest boulevards out there. So Charleston and Shadow. Now let's calculate the distance, right? Because I want to make sure that I ain't tripping. That is a 5 mile drive. So, in the ambulance, it's probably like a cool 10-minute ride. You know what I'm saying? And let's go with Southern Mills, right? Southern Mills Hospital. Okay. Now, there are some hospitals that were, if you ask me, closer. All right. There were some hospitals that were closer, if you ask me. And when you're trying to get somebody of his magnitude to the closest hospital, and that's where y'all go. I'm like, why they go there? They could have just went boom, boom, boom. Why they go there? They could have just went boom, boom, boom. And so that's whenever I moved to Vegas, right? So that started wrecking my brain. Like, okay. Now we're gonna get to the whole Cuba situation. How many times have people said they seen the guy in Cuba? Right? There's videos, old videos before AI was a thing. Right? There's videos of him in a music video, right? And I don't know if y'all remember this. I don't. My memory serves me correctly. I remember this vividly. Um, do y'all remember him in that Lauren Hill video, "The Sweetest Thing"? I want y'all to go look at that video. All right, because there's a scene where these young dudes is running inside a bodega, and the police are chasing these youngins, and one of the police officers like turn around into the camera real quick, and if you look, you're like, is that Pop? I understand production and everything, but her album came out in '97. He was gone September of '96. I'm like, I remember saying that at school. Like some of the if y'all hear me, y'all know we talked about that at school. Like, did y'all see Pac and Lauren Hill video? Was that Pac? Pac got one of the most distinctive faces, bro. Like, it's not a lot of motherfuckers that look like him. I'm sorry. It's just not. It's just not. And we like, is that Pac? So you got the Cuba thing where there's a Cuban artist and there's a video and you see a glimpse of Pac. And you like, hey, what's up with this Cuba thing? Now, mind you, I'm not going off of no facts. I ain't do no research. I'm going off of stuff that I remember seeing and hearing. All right, that's strictly what I'm going off of. Then we have a freestyle by Marshall Mathers, and I quote, hip hop ain't been the same since Tupac moved to Cuba on us. Why the fuck would he say that? Why would he say that? What is that? You don't pull that out of thin air. Why do you say that in your freestyle, sir? And this freestyle came out like 02, 03. I think. This is old. This was a pretty, this came out in like 03 when he said that. Huh? Why are you saying that, sir? Do he know something we don't? I mean, he did do that whole album, like that soundtrack to that movie. He did that whole album, production, everything. What he know? What do he know? Fast forward. Fast forward some years later, bruh. Okay. We have another rapper album come out 2017. Y'all ready? All right. Now, we've after Pac died, like we in school and we're talking about it because he is who he was, and then we got Machiavelli. Y'all know that whole situation. Why would he change his name to Machiavelli? Well, we know the great poet, right? Machiavelli, who faked his death 7 times. Is he giving us clues? Why did he change his name? You know how we gonna go. Our brains are gonna go, right? But I was one of the ones who didn't take that lightly. Why did he do that? If there's anything we do know for a fact about Tupac is the man was a prophet. He was a prophet. Could he have seen the shit show that is called hip hop, the entertainment business, all of that? Cause he have seen it and been like, I want out. I don't want no parts of this bullshit that's about to come into fruition. I don't want to be a part of none of it. I'm out. All these niggas caught me slipping. I fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I helped stomp out this dude. This dude, they come back and they do what they had to do. You feel what I'm saying? They got they get back on me. Or I got set up. However, in those days before he was declared dead, could he have been like, get me the fuck out of here? Give me the fuck. I don't care about none of this stuff. I don't care about the money, the music. I don't care. Get me the fuck out of here. Why wouldn't that be a justifiable excuse for this man to get on? Huh? This is the second time this has happened to me since I created a rap record. Now, I got to get the fuck up out of here. Could he have seen this coming? and didn't want no parts of hip hop, didn't want no parts of the entertainment world. Although he was very well versed in acting and rapping, you know what I'm saying? Could he have seen some bullshit and like I'm gone? Right? Fake this death. I don't know if y'all remember, he was supposed to have this big funeral, right? He was supposed to have this big funeral. A lot of people was gonna go. They was gonna show up as he ride around through the city, however the funeral was supposed to go. Then it's like, nah, we ain't doing the funeral. We're just gonna cremate him. And so there's no funeral last minute. A lot of people, I remember this. A lot of people were upset. They wanted to be there. They wanted to be there to say their final goodbye to the man. I remember this vividly. And then boom, nah, we just gonna cremate him and that's it. I remember these things. So, you know, a lot of people who laughed at it are just joking, hey, you faked this death. And I'm one of the ones that was like, hey, yeah, I think he did. I really think he did. So we got Marshall Mathers freestyling and says hip hop ain't been the same since Tupac moved to Cuba on us. That's in '03. Fast forward 14 years later, 2017, we got a rapper by the name of Kendrick Lamar who says, and I quote in his song Element, you know, careers take off, just got to be patient. Mr. 1 through 5, that's the only logic. Fake my death, go to Cuba, that's the only option. Why would he say that? Of all places. Why would he say that? And why would he say fake my death? Fake my death, Cuba. Why would he say that? Go listen to it. It's called Element. It's off of his damn album. Go listen. Why the fuck would he say that? Why is that the destination after you fake your death, quote unquote? I'm just saying. Are we not aware how much of a Pac fan Kendrick Lamar is? Right? Are we not aware of that? Could he have known some shit? What do he know? I don't like glossing over things. Why would you say that? That's hey man, I'm just saying. Then there's celebrities who will say some things, and then you know when there's a when they re when someone was is to bring it up again from something that they've said, they'll be like, "Come on, man, you know I was just." No, we don't know because you said it with some conviction, sir or ma'am. You know what I mean? Like, why are we just glossing over this? And I know a lot of us would like for him to just not, be resting in peace and we can just move on and enjoy his music still. Of course we can, man. It's Pac. Stop playing. But I don't know if anybody paid attention to his music like that. He was very prophetic in his music. He just was. Dang, he talked about this so much and then it happened. Come on, man. But, right? That's the conspiracy theorist in me. Right? Desire for control in uncertain situations. Right? Cognitive biases. That's me. The brain hates randomness. a hidden playing feels explainable. I'm comfortable with that. All right. That's just where the brains go. And that's one of my theories, man. All right. The man's still here. All right, my second one. The weather is controlled. Oh yeah, if you know me, you know I speak on this a lot. The weather is controlled. It's hard to say Mother Nature did some of these things that they've done. You know what I mean? You can't control Mother Nature. Mother Nature does what Mother Nature does. And we just gotta accept what she do when she does it. As a child, man, I really believed in that. I cannot lie to you until this, and I remember the year I saw this. I saw this. It was 2007. I saw some shit and was like, "Hey, man, what the was that?" There's a video. I know a lot of y'all seen it. If you haven't, I'll be glad to tell y'all where to go to see this video. If you need to see it for yourself, I will gladly tell you where to go. All right, here we go. Um, so there's a there's a there's a guy, and he's at this machine in some rural area. I think Jeremy Clarkson. Y'all go look that up. Jeremy Clarkson, NASA is playing God. Go look that up. I remember watching this in '07 and saying to myself, what in the holy is going on here? What is this? I remember that vividly, bruh. And right there, all right, we already know that the lion in '99 opened up a door. And when I saw this in 2007, hey, that is not far fetched to me. What is that? So you can just say we wanted to rain. I know back in the days, right? The natives of the land would do the rain dance, right? Bringing the dust particles to the clouds. We know that. Make it rain. The rain dance, and that was a form of manipulating. We want the crops to grow. Let's do this dance, everybody. Let's bring these dust particles up to the clouds. Now, the whole science of that, don't ask me. I don't know. I know that plays a part. Let's bring the rain. And this machine makes these clouds, and then when they make the clouds, here comes the fucking rain on a clear sunny day. I saw this in '07. If you look at the video, it looks older than that. It looks older than that if you look at the video. Now, I'm saying this is exactly what I said when I saw that in '07. If they can do this, what the fuck else can they do? If they can do this, what the fuck else can they can do so much? We are in 2026 now, people. All right, that we think we are. We could be in a whole nother time. We're not sure because we've been lied to so much. I'm just saying, 2026, bruh. And we are seeing all kinds of different, weather patterns that's not making sense to us. You know what I mean? is just not making sense to us. We just experienced, it was 82 degree 80, yeah, it was like 82 degrees one day. Nice and warm, hot. Boom. 2 days later, it's 40. What? In the spring? What we doing, man? And I get it. I know. You got your Bible thumpers out there. I'm not disrespecting y'all, but y'all, it was in the Bible. They told us this was coming. I'm not, man. I'm not about to sit here and make fun of anything, make light of anything. What I will say is that is weird. No, that's not Mother Nature. I remember 2017. Trip this. What's up with these sevens? 2017. In Atlanta. It was a warning, a weather threat that is gonna be a hurricane coming and all of these things. And so everybody just, be ready, be prepared, get all the things that you're gonna need. It didn't happen, but yet and still everybody lost power. Like, we didn't have no storm. The storm didn't come. And when I say lost power, people were out of power for like days. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here, man? Y'all told us about this weather that's supposed to come. It didn't come. So why the fuck is the lights out? Why the lights out as if a big storm came? A big storm didn't come. So why are the lights out? Then my brain get to going. Oh, y'all mistimed it. Y'all, whoever y'all in cahoots with, y'all didn't line it up properly, right? So they didn't line it up properly. They didn't line up when they was gonna cause this bullshit ass weather on their own terms and not Mother Nature. And then y'all had the lights and everything that was gonna go off around that time, but y'all didn't line up y'all timing right. And I'm like, oh, look at that. Okay. So we lose the power for days as if we would have if this storm would have came. But because you motherfuckers, and I'm a conspiracy theorist, so somebody behind it. So you motherfuckers who tried to give us this storm for whatever reason y'all was doing it, y'all dropped the ball. But still, the lights was all the energy was supposed to go out around this time. You know what I'm saying? Y'all little shit didn't line up properly. And I was like, that's what I remember this. I'm in Atlanta, like, I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it, man. There wasn't no damn storm coming. Y'all be doing this shit, but y'all got it wrong this time. Look, man. They control the weather, whoever they are. They control the weather. I'm telling you right now, we're seeing some weird shit. They control the weather. Now, let's get into a lighter note of one of my conspiracy theories. And I don't care. I mean this with the heart. Pigeons are not of nature. I'm sorry. Argue with your mama. All right? Or your best friend or your wife or your husband, whoever the fuck. Go argue with them. All right? Pigeons are not of nature. They are not of nature. They're just not. I never, and this is why I'm going there. This is why I'm going there. All right, so the first 10, 11 years of my life was in a small town called St. Paul's, North Carolina. Okay? Nothing but nature. And this is the 80s and early 90s, man. Okay? We ain't have too much in, technology. We ain't have too much of them trying to turn where we live into the city. So not a lot of pavement. It's real nature we're growing up in. Okay. I don't remember seeing pigeons. I could be saying that because the brain do work weird, right? I could be saying that due to the fact that I'm making a case. That's a big possibility. But I can close my eyes and try to picture it. I don't remember seeing pigeons. Now let's get to second act of my life from 12, right? And then a great bigger portion of my life moved to LA. Hawthorne, Los Angeles, Inglewood, LA. And there was a surplus of pigeons to where I'm like, dog, I gotta look for what are these? You know what I'm saying? They was not on my radar when I was a child in North Carolina. They just wasn't part of my radar. Pigeons, we talk about pigeons. So now I'm here and I see them by the boatload, by the bunch, right? By the flocks. And I'm getting older and I'm getting older and I'm getting older. And now I'm in my mid 20s and I'm sitting here like, hey man, what's up with these things? Because I always notice them around power lines. Always notice them around like mechanical shit in apartment buildings. Right? They don't move like other birds. Other birds, they go and find their food. You feel what I'm saying? Like they know where to go get their food. Pigeons don't eat and don't go hunting for their food. They just sit around and wait for humans to drop shit. What's up with these motherfuckers, man? Why they don't hunt like other birds do? Hey, has anybody? This is me. Like I'm asking questions. Has anybody ever seen a baby pigeon? I ain't never seen a baby pigeon. Where they at? I'm going nuts with my thinking when it came to pigeons and when I had this epiphany and it just sparked this big old thing with me and I still hold on to it. I seen somebody brought up a picture like, look, see, right there, there you go one right there. Here's a picture of a baby pigeon. That's what's up. You showing me a picture. That can be doctored. I'm a conspiracy theorist. Don't bring me a picture. Show me one. Bring me one in a shoebox. I ain't going for no motherfucking picture that you showing me. I want to see a baby pigeon. I've never seen one with my own eyes. Sorry. You're going to have to show me and don't bring me no video. Don't bring me no picture. We're in the days where things can be made. And so we think how we think because of what we see, right? We're supposed to believe what we see. Fuck that. I've never seen a baby pigeon. And to the day I see one, I will retract all of my ignorance. But I am holding strong to my ignorance as of today and beyond, bruh. Those things were not made by nature. They just wasn't. Well, what are they then, Gio? I'll be glad to tell y'all motherfuckers. Them things are made by the peoples. Okay? Why do you think they always on power lines? The motherfuckers is charging up. They are downloading information. Why are they only grabbing shit that we leave? They are grabbing DNA from the food that we are dropping down. I sound crazy. I don't care. I still mean this in my heart. Motherfuckers are not of nature. They don't do nature things. They don't. People who live in the country, if you're listening to this, have you just walked outside in your backyard, your front yard, with all the birds you see that be in the trees and on your yard trying to find worms, digging in the ground. Have you ever seen a fucking pigeon doing those things? Eh? I need answers, man. That's the conspiracy theorist in me. I'm in an unknown thought process right now, so I need answers. And if you can't bring them to me, damn it, I'm right. I don't care how you feel, what you think. I am telling you, they are not of nature, bruh. Tell me. Tell me. Put it in the comments. Let me know. Respond to me. Tell me if you've seen it. I haven't seen a baby pigeon. I haven't seen a pigeon in nature. I haven't seen a pigeon hunting for its own food. It waits for us to give it to him. Huh? I ain't digging it. I'm just not digging it. And if you want to gang me up and give me all the real details and things of that nature, go ahead, man. I don't blame y'all. Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? I matter of fact, I look forward to it. But until somebody do, I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear nothing. I know what I know. I know what I know what I know. Oh man. All right, so look. Number 4. Now I want y'all to remember me saying earlier that I remember things vividly, right? So let's get into this one that a lot of people speak on and how our memories are being tested or coerced. Right? Because the Mandela effect, right? That whole thing where we're being told that this is one thing, but we remember vividly it was something else. I'm not going to get into all of the different ones, but there are some shit that's going on and it's just like, how you going to I know what I remember. And matter of fact, this right here is what sparked me to do this episode. It had nothing to do with the Mandela effect. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest, man, I don't do this thing. And so what I mean is I don't do what on this show. I don't speak on things really that got to do with the entertainment world, hot topics and things of that nature. Right? I don't know, it's just not a thing that we do here with Incorrectly Correct. However, we're going to touch on something with this because this is what sparked my idea for this episode, because I am one of those guys. So you know what? Why hide it? Right? Why hide it? Y'all my listeners, man. Y'all get to know. Why hide it? I seen something where, and it was a video by somebody, and I don't know the person's name, but they are bringing up a fact that Miss Campbell from the Martin Show, she made a statement on I don't know if it was a podcast, I don't know what she was on. I don't know what platform, what she was doing, but she was being questioned, interviewed, and somebody was like, "You survived Martin. You survived the Martin Show." I was already pissed hearing that. And I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? Yes, I am a huge Martin Lawrence fan. You know what I mean? So if you know me, you know that for sure. And this is not me defending the guy. This is me like hearing what she said. She stopped the interviewer and was like, wait, first. I'm not gonna let you go any further. I'm paraphrasing. Like, I ain't gonna never talk bad about Martin. I never have. I never will to the day I die. I'm gonna defend him. And she's saying all this. And I'm like, huh? Wait, you wanna bring that back? What was that you just said? What? Huh? What? Huh? What? Oh, yeah, okay. So the person, all right. So you ain't the okay. So you're not the reason the show. Okay. All right. So you're not the reason that the show. Okay. I'm just made. So you're not the reason that the show dropped the way that it did. Wasn't you? Bet money. Bet money. I wasn't there. Nobody was there. Whoever's listening to this was not there. However, a lot of us was very um conscious and cognitive around those times. I was such a Martin fan that it went beyond his comedy, it went beyond his movies, it went beyond his show. I'm talking avid fan. Anything that I can find and read about my boy, I'm on it. I'm on it because I'm fanning out way more than just what he brings to us entertainment wise. I'm locked in. That's how serious it was with me when it came to Martin. Okay. So I remember the lawsuit, the charges, the whole accusing. I remember all of that. Right? I bullshit you not, people. I bullshit you not. I swear on my favorite pair of draws. I was saying this back then. Back then. Like, that ain't her. That's her husband. When that shit went down, I'm like, that's not her. That's her husband that she was married to at the time. I'm like, that wasn't her. That wasn't her. That was her husband. Her husband made her do this. Her husband made her do this. This was me saying this as a child. And when I say child, I'm talking about like a young teen. If anybody who was kicking it with me around those times, all right, y'all remember me saying this. That was her husband. He was jealous. Nobody ever said that's what it was. That's what I was going on. He was jealous of their chemistry. Do we not remember they've known each other for a minute before she was his television wife? They done movies together. They're very well familiar with one another. Why do you think he chose her? He got too much chemistry with her. And it was beautiful. That couple is still stained on our brain to where rappers still talk about it. You know what I'm saying? The perfect storm. When that happened, I'm like, that wasn't her. That couldn't have been her. That was that dude. I'm watching this thing, and the guy that I'm watching, played the clip of her saying that. And then when he went into his thing, like, nah, you were the reason. Now you want to, be defensive of the guy. Like, where were you whenever this shit was going down? Why you ain't defend him then? Why was it he did this, he did that? Y'all can't even film together. Y'all can't be in the same area, the same, you know what I'm saying, in the same scene, the same shot because of it. Now, because of that, they got to scramble and come up with, how the show goes. So more celebrities stepped in. You know what I'm saying? If we pay attention, a lot of plots of the episodes wasn't really making too much sense. Real fans was like, hey, man, this shit is ass. The show went out horribly. Like, this was ass. And we were pissed. Real fans were pissed. We felt like we got robbed. Now, let me jump off of that. Let's get back into why this was brought up and why this is the episode that it is. So he reverted to clips of different people speaking on it on their own terms. You know what I'm saying? And it was a woman who was like, So we're gonna act like we don't remember that this happened and that happened and this happened. We're gonna act like we don't remember. And when she said that, I was like, why do they act like we don't remember? So now we're not talking about this whole Martin thing anymore. It was just those words that lady said. And I'm like, why do they act like we don't remember? Why are our memories getting tested so much or coerced into what we should remember? Huh? No. You know what I mean? You remember the whole Jif and Reese's and Bearstein Bears and Fruit of the Loom. Why they trying to tell us we don't remember these things? It's scary that they can show us something and be like, see, that was never a thing. Like, no, nigga, it was. We remember it vividly. Because we come from a time where we remember theme songs to TV shows and game shows. And when I say we remember them, it was a delight to remember them. Right? It wasn't a situation where it's like, all right, we hear it all the time. We ain't got no choice but to remember. No, we couldn't wait. And anytime they change the theme song of a game show or a TV show, we like, hey man, what happened to the original? Why y'all messing with stuff? So we was engaged. We was in it. So it's just like when we digested things that we consumed visually back in those days, we were very well invested. It wasn't light work. We was dead serious about what we was watching, listening to. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can't tell us that we don't remember these certain things. Why is it like that? Where we're being told that this thing that we remember vividly never existed? What? How are they able to do that? Why aren't we in much of an uproar about it? Y'all playing with our intelligence now. Programming is a motherfucker, people. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm well aware how silly I sound on this episode, but I am well aware that nobody has shown me anything different than my thought processes, man. Stop telling us we don't remember things. Because we do. Okay? We wasn't in a microwave world at that time growing up. It wasn't microwave to us. All right? It wasn't the situation where we're like, yeah, on to the next. No. We held on tight. Stop playing with us, man. Because we remember. All right? We remember. Stop playing with us. Number 5. Let's get to it. They, once again, hey man, this is just me. You know, I don't know if anybody else believe this, but I've been running with this again since '07 when I saw some bush. Right? Our children. Hey man, they are chipped up. Chipped up. Okay. Why is it so serious for them to get shots once they're born? Hmm? Why is that? Why they so why they, why they so gung ho on giving the baby shots? I remember a video, and the only thing I'm pissed about right now is I can't remember the video to give y'all the reference. Okay? I'm mad about that, and I apologize. I really am. Because I really want to be able to just, you know what I'm saying? I want to tell y'all where to go. I want to tell y'all where to go to watch this thing that I watched. Damn it. I'm going to see if I can find it real quick. All right. I'm sorry. I cannot find it. If I do, I will add it to the comments. I will add it to so y'all can, or y'all look on the Instagram. I'm gonna find it and I'm gonna put it out there. I want y'all to see it. But they were showing how, they have chips the size of a needle, the tip of a needle, that they can interject into us. This is '07 when I saw this, so I don't know how long they've had that. But I saw this in '07. I'll never forget it. I remember this woman that I knew showed me, like, she showed me the video and we sat and we watched it. And I was just like, nigga, what the fuck? What the hell? And when she told me that, like, stuff started, not told me, when I saw the video, stuff started making sense. Like, well, how about that? I remember seeing children being born, right? Not actually seeing them being born. I'm talking about babies, and just innately knows what to do with technology. Blows my mind. Blows my mind, right? My reference point can only be me and, let's say, friends and stuff growing up. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we wasn't well versed in technology. We had to learn these. There was a thing called computer class, people, where they teach us everything that we need to know about computers as time go on. We just didn't have that type of access, or not even just access, just the information as children. But I've seen babies who ain't even 1 year old yet. They ain't even hit the 1 mark. They ain't hit the 12-month mark. And they sitting here knowing what to do with phones and tablets and everything. Well, it's for their time. Shut up. Because it's a developing mind. How does mine already know what to do with these technology pieces, these gadgets and gears? Knock it off, bro. How they just know? How do they just know? Oh man, it just makes no sense to me. And if y'all can make sense of it, please do, because my idea is, well, yeah, they're chipped up. Of course, they're gonna know. The chip that's in them is feeding them the information on how to use that thing. Call me crazy, but I'll take it. Right? We ain't had those chips. You understand what I'm saying? We ain't just automatically connect to technology like that. It is crazy to see. They know what to do with remote controls and TVs. Y'all are not living in a house, because there are children who, since they were born and they came home, the parents raised them through technology. Here, hold this and watch this. So I ain't gotta do too much paying attention to you. Here you go. right? I get that part. You're going to learn how to do these things because it's in your face all the time. I get that. There are also families who don't allow their children to be around that much technology. Of course, when these babies, and I'm talking babies, they're not even in preschool or what do they call it? Daycare. They're not in though. They're at the house. They're at the house still. All right? There's parents who make sure their children aren't around any type of technology at those tender times of their early development. Yet still, they are well versed in on how to use a controller, a remote control, a tablet, a phone. It's scary. All right. It just is. Now I'm about to give you something else to further my theory on this, right? So I knew a woman, and when she had her child, she was just like, "No, my child is not getting shots." Well, if your child don't get his shots, then the child can't come to the school. Okay, then I will home teach my child. I got this. Don't worry about it. Ain't got to be in y'all school. My child ain't got to be in y'all school. I got it then. Y'all not about to force me to give my child these shots. And my child is not going to be good with no Similac. My child is going to get fed through me. I'm doing everything naturally. This woman did everything naturally. And the natural development of this child was amazing to see because technology had no motherfucking bearing on how this child was raised. It was awesome to see. So I know somebody who went against the program, quote unquote, and the child is all right. Okay. So all this lenient on what they want you to do with your children, man, stop being lazy, man. That's all I'm saying. I really believe they chip up these babies. You feel what I'm saying? They chip these babies up, man, and then they can program these children to be however they want them to be. Yeah, I know. It sounds crazy. He's silly. He's stupid. He don't know what he's talking about. Well, show me the proof of all the things against what I'm saying, and I'll be like, okay, I'll shut up. But y'all can't do it. So this is how I feel, people. Okay, deal with it. Look, man. This look, conspiracy theories are a thing because a lot of people just need answers, and they're just not met. A lot of time, the answers are not met. All right, conspiracy theories they exist because they meet real psychological and social needs. Right, even if the conclusions themselves aren't always grounded in evidence, they are less about being crazy and more about how human minds try to make sense of the world. This chaotic, stupid, fucked up world. All right. Look, man, I've been ranting on for too long. I can go further, trust me. But look, we at the point. We at the point of the show. You know what I mean? It's the stain on my white tee. All right. Um, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Staying on my white tee is this is gonna sound crazy, but I really it really gets to me, man. It really do. Every single time it does. I don't like it, but it exists and I ain't got no choice. All right. But we always have a choice. But I choose to be mad about it. Hey man, I need well, I ain't gonna say that. I would like for people, please just take accountability of your fuck ups, your ignorance, all of this, man. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Take accountability, please. Please stop going off the deep end with situations and you get so flustered with I don't know what to do with myself in the situation that you go off the deep end and it's not properly justified. It's not valid. All right. So you doing that to deflect the ignorance. We need to stop this shit, man. Just be like, all right, my bad. My bad. All right, my bad. Don't go overboard. I'm about to. It's a program that I listen to, and it's funny. I'm not gonna lie. It's entertainment as hell. I listen to it all the time, and it's called Second Date Update. I want y'all to go check that out, man. Second Date Update by a morning show. I think they based in Seattle, but they also have a segment called Awkward Tuesday Phone Calls. So on this segment, man, one of these segments, there's a woman, and I'm not saying women, and I'm just this is what it was, right? So there's a woman, man. She didn't know how to confront her soon to be husband. Right, he was fiance, and she was home washing clothes, and she heard the door open. It's her fiance. They live together, so she went to go like greet him, but she noticed like he snuck into the room real quick, and he ain't had no pants on. I already know where a lot of minds are going. So her mind was right there with y'all. Like, what's up with his why his pants gone? And she said that she confronted him about it, and he was just like, I really don't want to talk about it. I must have left him at work, like, and then he just kind of like brush it off, don't really want to talk about it. And she like 2 days go by and it's still like, nah, this is bugging me. So instead of just hounding the guy to get the information out of him, she calls a radio station and asks them to help her out. And I'm like, yo, 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 yo. Why the radio? And then now the public has to be involved in this situation. Why do everybody got to know what's going on? So she calls a radio station, and then they eventually they call him. So she's on the phone, and she was getting advice from them, and somebody was just like, "Look, man, just say this or say that, ask him this and ask him that." So she decided, like, I'm just gonna keep asking him until he get like, no, you need to tell me this because we're gonna be married in a couple of weeks, and you haven't explained to me why you came home with no damn pants. You need to tell me something. I'm over here like listening to this. I'm like, man, perspective. Hey, he could be embarrassed about what happened. And it could be so embarrassing as a man, he don't really want to say it because for one, it's gonna sound like bullshit, right? Because you're not gonna believe him. He walked in with nothing but his drawers on. Well, he had his shirt and shit on, but he was missing his pants. You're not gonna believe him if he tell you that. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. She didn't really want the truth. She wanted what was gonna sound good to her. And we do that as people, not women, men too. Like we do that as people. Like we'll want some type of explanation, but we have our own theory already. So if what you tell us don't match our theory as a people, we go off the deep end. And this is what I'm saying. Take accountability for how you react to things. Okay? Because come to find out, he wasn't cheating. He wasn't doing nothing. He was embarrassed about it. You know what I'm saying? He was embarrassed by it. And now his business is out there, right? His office where he worked, probably gonna hear it on the radio. I heard it. People who listen to the show heard it. You feel what I'm saying? And now his business is out there and he's further embarrassed. It's like, why did you have to go that deep to get your answers, man? Find out at home. You know what I'm saying? Why do you got to go so far? Because you don't want to be more responsible with how you handle things. Be more responsible and move more silent, move more conservative, man. So now this dude is further embarrassed about what happened, and then now everybody done heard it, and now they get to laugh at him, and he's more embarrassed. So you would rather do that to your man versus y'all sit down and talk about it. You can hound him at home until he finally breaks it down and tell you. That shit be pissing me the fuck off. That's a stain on my white tee. Just come on, man. Take accountability because you don't want to feel wrong once you done what you done. You're not gonna feel bad because your whole thing was, well, I got my answers. Man, please. Hey, Vic. Look, man. I appreciate y'all dealing with my craziness, my ignorance today. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just got to get it out. All right? You just got to get it out. In closing, people, conspiracy theories aren't just about misinformation. They're about meaning, they're about control and trust. Right? They thrive when people feel uncertain, information is overwhelming, and trust is low. That's a lot of us. Right? Mine is when I feel uncertain, hey man, I'm gonna go there. You know what I'm saying? But y'all know how I do this, man. Look, if it was either one of y'all, two of y'all that's listening, man, I appreciate y'all. Y'all are awesome. Y'all are awesome. Y'all will always be awesome. And don't ever let nobody tell y'all different. You know what I'm saying? I really, really appreciate y'all, man, because this is fun. And thank y'all for letting me get this off my chest, man. I've had these things on my mind for years. If you know me, you know I've talked about it a lot. I just want my listeners to hear my ignorant mind sometimes. And you know what? Hey, it's not that ignorant if you think about it. Right? Is what the show is based on. Perspectives, people. Perspectives. Hey man, y'all know how it is. You said we have.